Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lions Den with another news and commentary. I have some breaking news. It deals with the Trey Reed case. And y'all, we're not surprised by this at all. And what I'm about to read to you in the article, shouts out to Colin Kaepernick, by the way, for paying, paying for the second autopsy to be conducted, and they help the Reed family. So this is what the article says. It says the recent news surrounding the deaths of the unalignment. Let me rephrase that. The recent news surrounding the unalignment of Trey Reed, a student at Delta State University, has reignited a broader conversation about accountability, institutional transparency, and the urgency of independent investigations when communities feel the official narrative is insufficient. Today, activists and advocates work closely with the Reed's family, confirmed that the second independent autopsy, funded by former NFL quarterback and social justice advocate Colin Kaepernick, revealed blunt force trauma to the back of Reed's head. Now, let me tell you this one last time. Blunt force trauma to the back of Reed's head. These findings potentially conflict with the initial ruling that his death was self-deleted. And I'm going to tell you straight up, we already knew. And when I tell you all on my videos for the last couple of years, when I did, lynchings and hangings stories, they always rule self-deletion. They do not want to do any more investigation because they might, investigate one of the officers that were involved. And they didn't want the feds to come down there. So we're going to read more of this article in a second, but I'm just going to let you know that the second autopsy has been revealed, has been confirmed, that it wasn't self-deletion. It was, he was unalive. He was deleted unjustly. So I'm going to go ahead and read this. It continues to say is the fact that, Reed's mother and legal representatives have reviewed these findings signals a growing demand for answers and underscores the importance of independent oversight. It is a reminder that official reports are not always final and that families, especially those who have historically been marginalized, often must fight to ensure that every angle is examined thoroughly. With Kaepernick's involvement, this case has gained renewed attention, highlighting how influential figures can help amplify the voices of those seeking justice, particularly when institutional trust is fragile. This development raises several pressing questions. How the initial ruling of self-deletion failed to account for evidence for a blunt force trauma. Were there procedural oversights or worse, negligence in how authorities investigate Reed's unalignment? While it is crucial to respect the ongoing investigations and the integrity of the legal process, it is equally important to acknowledge the emotional and psychological toll that conflicting narratives placed on families. For Trey Reed's loved ones, this is not an abstract debate. It is their live reality. I'm gonna stop you right there, guys. And I told you before, this is not a surprise. Not at all. Moreover, the situation illustrates the broader systematic patterns affecting Black students and communities in Mississippi and beyond. Historically marginalized families have faced barriers when seeking transparency or independent review in the case of sudden, unexplained deletions. The decision by Reed's family to seek a second autopsy reflects a wider distrust in systems that too often prioritize expediency or institutional reputation over the pursuit of truth when prominent advocates like Kaepernick step into fund independent investigations. It sends a powerful message. Community will not wait silently for answers, and public attention can be a tool for accountability. I would like to give a shout out to Black Girls Nerds on their article. They're amazing. But there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is a second autopsy that Colin Kaepernick paid for the family to do, because we can't trust what the police says. We can't trust what law enforcement officer says, that it was ruled self-deletion. We knew it wasn't self-deletion. We knew it. And then make it even more, investigation. It was called a blunt force trauma in the head. So let me know what y'all think about it. I think that this need to be more investigated, but I'm concerned because of who's president, that the Fed's not gonna get involved in it at all. But I might be wrong, but that's reality. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.